Also tonight, a mistrial declared in the murder trial of a man accused of beating his own mother to death. After several hours of testimony today, 24-year-old Michael Joyner will now go on trial again at some point in the future. Our Mike White, inside the courtroom all day today, joins us now with the latest. Why did the judge make the call here?
Brian, opening statements and witness testimony took about the first 2 hours of the day, and then everyone went on a lunch break. When everyone returned at around 2 o'clock this afternoon from that break, that's when about 15 minutes later a mistrial was called. Now, defense attorneys were the one calling for that mistrial, arguing that one of the witnesses who took the stand said something that was agreed to be excluded before the trial started.
That's because he knew she was dead. And he knew she was dead because he killed her.
Opening statements from the prosecution Tuesday morning on day one of Michael Joyner's trial. The 24-year-old is accused of beating to death his 66-year-old mother, Mary Wilson, in September 2023.
They don't want to talk about the things that happened around Mary's apartment on Friday because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't point the finger at Michael.
4 witnesses testifying for more than 2 hours Tuesday morning, ranging from close friends to neighbors. Patrina Frederick, who was with Mary Wilson right before she was killed, taking the stand. Frederick remembering the two had been hanging out that Thursday afternoon, then left Wilson's home with plans to see her the next morning, but that never happened.
We were supposed to meet Friday morning at 9 o'clock, my 9 o'clock break, but she did never did. Went looking for her, I called the phone several times. It was going straight to her voicemail.
When you left Miss Mary's apartment, was she alive?
Yeah.
I have nothing further, Rich.
Shortly after a lunch break, defense attorneys calling for a mistrial in the case.
At this time, the defense is moving for a mistrial.
Young saying the last witness who took the stand before that break testified that Joyner was on probation at the time of his arrest in his mother's death. Young saying that was addressed pre-trial and agreed to be excluded.
You've now inserted the fact that he's been arrested, convicted, and on probation for something that they never should have heard of, and there's no way to tell them what it is, and then they're left to imagine what that could possibly be, and it just goes to make Michael look like a bad guy.
Judge Jocelyn Newman ruling in favor of that motion, putting Joyner's trial on hold indefinitely. Now, as of right now, there hasn't been a date set for when this case will be retried. I've reached out to the 5th Circuit Solicitor's Office about potential dates, and they say they are working to reschedule. Reporting in studio, Mike White. Back to you, Brian.